Are you all done eating? This garbage doesn't usually mix. As you can see, I've got notes, but most of these things have already been said. I really don't like garbage, as probably none of us should. Just yesterday, my business, my little homegrown business, I actually have a teaching degree and was in the commercial property business, and there were no alternatives, and the people that were doing the garbage were not recycling, and Carl Weimer was very instrumental, as was Jack Weiss, Nancy Keene, Carol Rondello, very important people that changed the direction. And Carl is number one in that, by the way. So I saw an opportunity to make it better. And we've been doing it for almost 20 years. This April will be 20 years, which is pretty amazing to me because who would grow up thinking they'd be in the garbage business? I was going to change my name to McCarter Rooney because Italian was the criteria when I started it. But fortunately, I did have an education degree. I could read, and Whatcom County had a set of laws that were designed to protect our environment. They really were, and they weren't being followed. And I determined that I could start a business that would recycle, not say they were recycling or not say they were doing good things. And I hired a crew that I'm pretty proud to say that most of those people are still working for me today. Yeah. We have a, thank you. We have a union. We have a union that a lot of people told me not to have, that tried to fight it, and I did, and I didn't fight them off, and it was a bummer for a while, I thought. But it's actually been a good thing because all of the employees know what they do, know what they're supposed to do, they know what they're going to get for compensation. We offer 5 weeks of vacation pay. Who does that? The highest paid, yeah, and we're not accepting applications. Yeah, you trust me, you don't really want to work there. These guys are tough, and I'm totally dedicated to them as they are to all of us, because they go there every day and they do their thing, and it's not easy, and it's not pretty, and it's not fun, and it's hot, and it's cold. Rarely is it comfortable. Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, but you know what they say in the garbage business? That smell? But I have a point to make about the money. The money doesn't stay in our community. When we throw garbage away, about 75% of what we collect goes to the landfills. It goes to the transportation fees. We have to go 600 miles to and from the landfills to dispose of things. Just yesterday, we did 600 tons, just at RDS, and there's another facility that probably did 200 to 300 tons. That's almost 1,000 tons a day of garbage. So for all of us that are home recycling, doing our paper, tin, glass, aluminum, that's what we know we want to do. But it's not over there. And for the leaders that are in the community here, or in the crowd today, you need to know there's more that can be done. And the transfer stations, I'm one, and the other one is owned by a national company. We are both able and willing to do more, but we need the government to put the rules down that we are in fact recycling. There's been some gray area about whether we need to recycle or not. And the question is, do you want it to be cheap or do you want to recycle? And I know it can be exactly the same price, but the government needs to tell us to recycle so that we all recycle. I did 20,000 tons last year, which is about what we all did with our tin, aluminum, glass. Rod Pimble with SSC, which I gotta say, SSC goes out of their way to make sure that the recyclable product that they do collect comes to RDS, because we do have our MRF. And we do need to stand up for SSC and appreciate their services, because it actually costs them a little bit more to do that recycling, but they do it. So I'm not going to go on other than to say there is one person in resources that has really helped me, and that has been Lee First, who is a local person on the ground making sure it's all good. And that doesn't say anything negative to Karina and all of those. Everybody there is great. But Lee has been my #1 advocate and helped me get into the fold here. And thanks, Lee, and thanks to everybody. And thanks for bringing the garbage, and thanks for recycling, and stop making garbage, would you? Because 600 tons is way too much for one day. Thank you.